Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We got some more Danganronpa today. So in the last episode, I got PTSD. It was a very difficult time for me, for you, probably for everybody. You know, it's just a rough thing we all had to go through. But we'll make it through it together, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna bring justice. But before we start, I just want to thank everybody who's been watching. Should be episode 47, I think. If you've made it this far, that means you've been watching for over 23 hours of your time, and that's pretty cool. So thank you for going on this journey with me. I really do appreciate it. It's very nice to see that I get any views at all. I appreciate it. And for some reason, they're going up. I'd expect them to go down, but they're going up. So thank you. All right. So it appears I do remember this happening when I ended the last episode. I accidentally skipped some dialogue, so we're gonna have to go into the log and read it. Just pretend the sprites are there saying things. I also forgot to start the timer, but I was just kind of blabbering on there for a little bit. So we'll just start it fresh from here as soon as I get a chance to make it there. Don't want to go to the calendar. That has zero application for what I'm trying to do right now. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas and fire. Alright, so the last episode ended with Maki saying, "It's too dark in here. We can't investigate, even if we wanted to." Gonta says, oh yeah, that's right, I have to click. Gonta says, "Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?" Kibo says, "No, that won't be necessary." Miu said, "Yeah, that's not necessary at all." Huh? Why? Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. What's happening? New power? Whoa, she's giving him upgrades? Oh my god, his eyes lit up! I, Miu Iruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo. Just leave it to me. I will become a guiding light that shines on you all. Shine on, you crazy freaking diamond. Wow. Oh, it's so bright, Boy. Whoa! Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something. But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate. Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function has been added to the truth bullet section. Why is that a truth bullet? I just realized on episode 47, if you right-click and rotate the camera, you rotate the room. Alright, good to know. But I guess I could just do that with the keyboard anyway. Oh, my girl. Oh, my girl. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injuries is a stab wound to her neck. This wound was fatal. Yeah, no duh. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait. I heard a thunk! Understood. I will not wait until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain? Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out. What do you mean? You were concerned about that, right? With the wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience. Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. Ooh, look at her, she means that. Well then, that makes sense. The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. What was she killed with? You're right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That should be a clue. Tenko's last moments. Oh, don't make me look at her. Is there anything else here? I mean, we got the rock. The dumb rock. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Please, rest your forehead upon the stone marker I placed here. This is not about the murder. This? Yeah, we all remember. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Marker stone. The truth bullet section. I don't want that. Then we have to get this thing. This is the cage used in the seance. It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage. Big enough for a person to fit inside. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first. Hey, look at this. A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah? Yes, I imagine so. The spatter must have been made when she was killed. Which means Tenko was killed when she was inside the cage. I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. But when the cage was lifted after the seance, she was already dead. If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this bloodstain, right? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted? What are you talking about? There's a possibility. How? Iron cage man. Whoa. Could have been like some mechanism or something? Like, what is that about? Oh. Hole in the corner. What? There's a small... If there was no, like, detective vision, I would not have found that in a million years. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still. Maybe someone has really long fingernails and they got her. A hole. Looks like there's a space under here too. Oh, hold on. I see something below. It looks like someone dropped. Looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there. After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves? Right. Let's do it. That's gonna be spooky. Hole in the corner. God. I'm thinking that's about everything here. Alright, so let's look at the stupid dog statue. It's a wooden dog. See, it looks so much smaller than in this. That's like a 6 foot tall, 175 pound statue, but it looks like 2 feet here. It's whatever. It's a wooden dog statue. Used to say something. It's called the dog god. Bark, bark. Yeah, look at how big it is. During the seance, the wooden statue was on top of the cage, and just a reminder, Himiko 100% was stepping on it. On the circle she wasn't supposed to step. Himiko ruined the seance, dude. She stepped on the circle, she removed the cage. I mean, she ruined it. She ruined everything. This wooden statue is pretty heavy. Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
Huh?
Not in America. What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your mother? What? I'm kidding. Anyway, Maki! That was needlessly rude! If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily. Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Dog statues been added to the truth build section. Never mind that. We got the white cloth. It's the white sheet that we use for the seance. Yeah, I remember. This was the cage. Yeah. Kyo's one removed it. Yeah. The cloth is pretty thick. Wrong, boys? It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. She was stabbed through the floor, dude. She was stabbed through the floor. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth. She was stabbed through the floor, dude. She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. Yeah. Is there, like, not a hole we can view here? Oh, the ruined magic circle. Oh, God. Guys, come on. The magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was until I put it ruined. It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable. Was this drawn with salt? Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
Huh?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous. Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my Shut up. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually. In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle. We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document. Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Magic Circle Korekyo drew has been added to the triple level of your Mamu pad. Kibo, what's going on with you, dude? Leave it to me! I will become the guideline that shows on your wall. Alright, well, interesting. Alright, time to question the suspects. The sad thing is that me Tenko looks suspicious, and now this. I'm sorry, Tenko. Cry later. Eh? Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too. I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and all of us. You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. I wish Tsumugi would be more interesting. Why is dude, Maki really is always changing posture and it confuses me. Oh, Himiko, don't be sad, don't be sad. Oh, she'll be sad. Oh. Ah! Oi! Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko! Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break. But she's not talking! It's like Himiko not even here! She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Oh, okay. Oh. First Anji, then Tenko. Gonta's so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? Oh. Everybody is just miserable. Why did this? Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking. He actually looks pretty stunned. I don't know. You can't. My two main suspects probably are gonna be Kyo, but I think he's a red herring, and then maybe Kibo. Why Kibo, you ask? I don't know. Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder. Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time— SHUT UP! Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance? True. It may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed. Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Yep, that's what happened. Look at how big— it's like as big as Himiko. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but— oh, now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Thunk. Yeah, there's thunk. I never even read the lyrics in English aloud. I just tried to sing along in Japanese. Oh, what a weeb. I gotta open my timer so I can keep tabs on my time. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something. And then what happened? We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then— Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it— oh. Stop making me look at it, dude. Oh. Why is he looking like that? Why is this freaking guy looking like that, dude? Let's get— Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed? Kibo would have known where the middle of the circle was. Yes, that is a problem. There is another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out. Dude, let it go! Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in here? Or maybe someone stood on the freaking salt line at the beginning of the thing. Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Makiyo never was one to pull her punches. Yeah, we've definitely established that. Sound during seance. Wow, all of that just for the sound during seance. Alright, Mew. This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then. I will not stand for this, Mew. You have made an enemy today. You have made an enemy for life today. One of these stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullcrap seance in the first place. Oh, no, not necessarily. Huh? Seriously? The seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill her? So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance? There's no other possibility, poopy, dookie diarrhea for brains. God, you don't even know that. It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began. Well, duh. Duh! This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Anji speaking through you. Like I said, Tenko answered Kyo. So at that point, she was most certainly not alive. Well, again, roulette. She had already been killed. Stop making me look at that. That means she was killed in the dark. I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That is a big mystery. That may be an important part in this case. God. Man, what did he leave motion? You should have made him like a Transformers on the... Alright. Well, there's definitely more to investigate because it didn't tell me. There's candles we can look at. Look, candle. It's lit. Candles hung on the wall. They're the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. But how did Tenko complete darkness? I didn't realize that the candles were up there. I don't know. Kinda looks like I went over pretty much everything. Is Kiba the one glowing right now? Or no, I didn't want to do that one. Did not want to do that one. Okay, don't worry. It's okay. Tenko's body. Maybe there's more here. Maybe there's more here that I'm missing. Probably not. Do I gotta click on the blood? No, there's a crooked floorboard. Yeah, there we go. Ah, this floorboard is loose. I'm telling ya! I'm telling ya! Someone is like... Someone stabbed her. They got her. Why is this floorboard loose? It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance. Why would it come loose during the seance? A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. And someone must have loosened it on purpose. Loose floorboard is an Yep. Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor. It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light? Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine. Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down. Okay, got it. Alright, here we go. Into the darkness. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Jesus! That's a lot of freaking blood, dude. This reminds me of a certain case from the second game. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours. Let's look around for clues. It'd be pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place. Yeah. Well, we have a blood stain, for one. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Yeah, thank you. Brilliant deduction, Sherlock. Dried blood. Dried blood! There's a blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. That's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here? Why is there blood there? Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it, too. Whoa, you're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard. Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed? I wonder. I can't really be sure yet. But these bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Dried blood under the floor. Now that is puzzling. Weird. Whoa! Jeez, a sickle? The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon. This came from my research lab. It did? A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too. Ow! If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't have stood a chance. The blade is about 6 inches. And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is a murder weapon, Kibo, even if it's dark down there, Kibo would have had his light. So he could have seen under the darkness and found where to kill her. It was a robot. It was a robot. How did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck? The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right? Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Sickle under the floor is my other Danganronpa. So weird, man. Is there more? Oh, wow. Hole. There's a big underground area. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off so you can see into the next room. This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can't get into the next room through here. I told you the other rooms are going to have something to do with it. If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway. True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. The robot is a flashlight himself. That might make it impossible to get out in there. And then they could have used a light like we're doing right now. True. These lights move around on the floor. Is that possible? Yeah, because one of them is a flashlight. Oh, look, part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut off. It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width too. And from what I can see of it, it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing. So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is cut loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? Cross piece on the floor is not like that. I think we finished investigating here. Monkey, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. She's so cute. I like her. Oh, she's a murderer. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back. Yo, if this channel gets 200 subscribers in 2 days, I'll cosplay Maki. There you go. I'll turn our investigation. If we hit 200 subscribers in the next 2 days, I'll cosplay Maki. We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise? What do you mean? If Anji and Tenko have different killers, then the black end we need to vote for is the culprit for the first murder, the culprit who killed Anji. But if that's true, then why would Kibo kill Angie? I don't know, because he like Angie, but everybody like Angie except for people who don't like Angie, so it's kind of hard to say that. That's what Monokuma said. So instead of investigating Anji's death, we're investigating yes, whatever. But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Yeah, we probably should, huh? Tell you what, guys. We'll be doing that on the next episode. Ooh, something crazy is gonna happen, but you're gonna have to wait until the next one. See ya.